Fantasy can't win an OSL gold, but he tries. Oh yes, he tries, but all he wins is silver. That's why I'm so bitter that I go and cry. Oh yes, I cry. Then I cut my wrists with a razor mouse. Yeah, my fantasy. Oh, fantasy. Why fantasy? I just wanted to see you get to the final round and then lose again. That's all I wanted to see, just to prove myself. Something. I don't know. Alright, moving along, folks. Moving along. We are in Group D here. Matt here with Matt and Steve SC. We're doing the final game of Day 6 of the Ever OSL. This is going to be Group D. Flash, obviously, on the left, as you can see, and Type B. So we have the Terminator Terran versus the Get Owned by Sunken and Fail at 2-Hatch Hydra Bust Zerg. Yes, that's right. Type B has not had very good luck this game here. Mainly because he got owned by Kwanro Sunken Colony and Excellent Ling Micro, and then he got owned by Stork's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, not Stork. I'm sorry, it was I'm messing up. It was Kwanro who got owned by Stork with Stork's ridiculous micro. So I can't say that, although Stork did own Type B, so yes. But the ridiculous game where basically Kwanro did the 2-Hatch Hydra Bust and Kwanro failed. So I take that back. No need to post corrections. I just got excited for bagging on Type B because he's currently 0-2 in the series. So my bad. So, obviously, Flash is favored to win in this matchup, but you never know what can happen. So here's what's going on. Whoops, let me pull this down here. Sorry about the window in the way there. So we are going to be playing on Eye of the Storm here. Of course, we have Type B in the green, and Flash is going to be the Terran. Luckily for Type B, he is scouting the right direction. So let's talk about this group. Again, go to the sidebar. Oh, and before we talk about the stats, I want to let you know I just made a forum post that you guys might be interested in on SC2GG that basically is going to be for commentators to post their commentating stations. So I posted a picture of exactly what my desk looked like tonight with a giant 2-liter bottle of Sprite and all. If you guys want to check out what it looks like in my little casting layer here, then you can go to the link. It will be on all of these videos here on the right sidebar. So check that out, and I think there's already at least one other commentator who's posted something in there. So encouraging commentators, if you're listening, go over there and post up your rigs. It'll be pretty just educational for us, and we can laugh at each other and how just terribly unorganized our desks are. So I would like that, you know, whatever. All right, I'm assuming we're going to see a 12 hatch here coming in from Type B as expected. So let's talk about the groups here. So Flash is 1-on-1, Type B is 0-2. Stork is 3-0. He's moving on because Stork is a badass and has been playing like a total mofo. Kwanro, or a Bamf, a badass mofo, if you will. Stork, on the other hand, I'm sorry, Kwanro is 1-2. So, God, I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to look at what's going on here. I thought I saw a proxy barracks and got all excited, but no, it's not. It's just a standard barracks. All right, so basically what we have to do here is if Flash wins this game, all right, if he wins this game, he is moving on with Stork. Done. Game over if Flash wins this. If Type B can squeeze out a victory, it means him, Flash, and Kwanro will all have to play a tiebreaker. Interestingly enough, I really expected Group C to go into a tiebreaker, but since Fantasy lost, Calm and Shine are moving on. In Group A, Jadong and Movie are moving on. And in Group B, there will be a tiebreaker between Zero, Yellow, RNC, and Pure. So we are going to see one tiebreaker. It's a matter of whether this will go off. So if Flash loses, Flash doesn't, I mean, obviously, other than guaranteeing his spot, he doesn't have anything to lose necessarily here. Meanwhile, Type B has everything to gain. So it's when you get a game like this that usually you would expect a player to go a little bit more standard, especially against somebody like Flash. Flash has been able to ward off Zerg rushes like the best of him just because he's so freaking good at this game. It should be noted that Flash's overall stats is almost at 70%. That is all matchups. That is extremely impressive. I mean, that's Flash being Flash. Flash is such a good player. In fact, currently against Zerg, Flash has won the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. In fact, out of the last, I'm sorry, I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Out of the last, I think, 19 or 20 games, the only game he lost was to Savior. That is kind of an insane record, which puts him at almost 70% for Terran versus Zerg. So he is on top of his game. In fact, his last win was against Savior in the Pro League, which was about a week ago. So he got his revenge there. But, I mean, he has beaten a lot of players. And, yeah, I didn't even see that before starting this match. So I don't have a lot of hope for Type B, meaning that we might only see a tiebreaker for the Group B guys. Type B, on the other hand, has actually won quite a few of his last few games. He's beaten kind of lesser players. He did manage to beat Fantasy in a game in September for the Survivor tournament. And but, you know, obviously not quite as good. Although, I'm sorry, against Zerg, Type B, or against Terran, Type B is 65%. Now, granted, he has way, way less games. I think that's out of 20 games. So, you know, nothing compared to Flash's 100 games that he's played. But still, not too shabby so far. Right now, we do see Flash going Medic Marine so far. I didn't see yet if he had a factory down or anything for Biomech. I do expect Flash to do that at some point. And there's a nice scan. I'm always amazed at the ability for the observers to catch the scan. I would assume that they can see the first-person views of the players. Is that a trapped drone there? Or is that a drone waiting to build something? I'm not sure why they're showing that. If it's just a trapped drone and that's all it is, it probably won't matter. Alright, getting the Sunkens up. A little bit worried here. Type B is going to play it safe. He knows this is his only chance, so he might as well spend a few extra minerals to get the defense up. This should be sufficient. Actually, I don't know. That is a pretty big force coming up. If Flash uses Stim properly, he might be able to take out those Sunkens, and that is it. That is all that Type B has. This could even be a quicker game. No, Flash is going to go ahead and hold off on that. He might have scanned it and just said, you know what, I'm not fully confident, don't want to take the risk. So he is going to come back and withdraw a little bit. That Zergling going to get taken out or not, or the Marines are just going to yell at it for a bit. Hey, Zergling, hey! No Christmas colors on this map, unfortunately. No holiday spirit. They keep showing that drone. I'm trying to figure out if that is significant and if I'm going to, you know, end up being a giant moron when somehow that's ridiculously significant later in the game, or if that is literally just a stuck drone that they are making too much of a big deal about. It is an inactive drone that looks like it should be able to get out of there, so I don't see... Oh! That was a trap drone. You can hear the announcers like, oh yeah. Yep, that was a trap drone. Oh, poor drone. Never had a chance to shine. Never had a chance to sink his teeth into some delicious minerals. Maybe he did. You never know. All right, Harass coming in. Some zigzagging Mutalisks going crazy back and forth here as they get grouped up. Going to be able to come in. I don't think they're going to be super effective here. If I remember, Flash seemed pretty prepared for this. Yes, by pretty prepared, I mean 3 sets of turrets, so that's going to be good. Has a great lineup of Medic Marines there. 4 turrets. So really, other than losing some Mutalisks, these Mutalisks aren't going to be able to do a whole lot. Type B just lost some Mutalisks there. Flash, again, like Fantasy, both very, very good at squashing the early game Mutalisk harass. That's actually where I usually can get Terran players when I play online or when I play against people, is with the early harass, the Mutalisks. You know, when you're not a pro player, there always is a hole, and it's much easier for an amateur player like me to find the hole than